Hey guys, Sivel from Sivel Gaming here, and today on Grand Theft Auto, we're gonna be making 400k an hour. So we've got a new money method here for you today, guys, and if you grind this out, this is cool. You can make over $400,000 every single hour with this money method. Great way to make some money for all this new stuff that's always coming out in Grand Theft Auto. First thing you're going to want is a CEO. That is the first requirement to make this work. So you're going to register there and secure serve as a CEO. The other thing you need here is someone in your CEO. You cannot do this solo. The other person in there doesn't need to actually do anything. The only reason you need someone in your CEO is just so you can run the job itself. That's it. Okay? So you could actually invite a random in there. He won't know what's going on. That's fine. He'll just make a little bit of money every once in a while for doing nothing. And you just need that person so you can run the job. I also recommend getting the Buzzard. This is going to make this a whole lot easier. You'll see why later. But this way you can just fly around to the spots that you need to go to here. And you're also going to need a scuba suit. So you're going to go to one of the clothing stores. Yes, I know this sounds weird. You need a scuba suit to do the money thing, but it'll trust me. It'll make sense in a few minutes. So once you get to your clothing store, we're gonna head on in there, get all styled up. So just head in, and you can do this at any clothing store. I just picked this one. You're gonna want to head up to the clerk. It's if you haven't bought the scuba gear before, it's just at the clerk with the preset outfits. So just head on down to Scuba Gear. It's outfit Scuba Gear, as you can see, and there's all sorts of styles. If you care about style, maybe you want to match your other stuff, I don't know. But, you know, there's all kinds of different styles here. I prefer the red one. Just kind of matches my stuff. I like being color coordinated. So, yeah. So just grab your scuba gear, equip it, make sure it's equipped. Just jump back into your Buzzard if you've called that in, and head on over to the job. Now, the job that you actually want to run is called Salvage. You may or may not know this job. I'm sure you do. Most of the people playing Grand Theft Auto know this job, but maybe you haven't done the VIP or CEO challenges, but you just head on in there, start Salvage, and this is where the scuba gear really comes in handy, because you want to swim as fast as possible, because the faster you can do this stuff, the faster you're going to make money, right? So the object of this, if you haven't done this before, is to just swim around, collect those yellow money circles. That is the whole object of this challenge. It is extremely easy. There are a total of 50 checkpoints to collect, and guys, you can see how easy this is. This is probably the easiest challenge in the entire game that you could possibly do. They give you 10 minutes to complete it. Realistically, it should take you 3 to 5 minutes. It usually takes me about 3 to 4 minutes. It should not take you longer than 5 minutes to do this. The payout for it is $17,500. Plus, you also get an extra $50 per crate. You see, every time I swim through one of those checkpoints, it adds an extra $50 to the pot there. So that's, you add that up, that's $20,000 to complete this. Also, you get an extra $19,000 for getting all 50 checkpoints. So that's $39,000 in 5 minutes just for swimming around in a scuba suit. That's pretty sweet. Now, the cooldown for the Salvage challenge is 5 minutes, and you don't want to be standing around for 5 minutes doing nothing, right? We're here to play the game and make money, right? So you're gonna now start another challenge. The challenge you want to start is called Headhunter. Now, I'm very sure you are familiar with this challenge. Unless you are new, I'm sure you've run this, or if you haven't run it, if you're not a CEO or something like that, I'm sure you've run it with someone else while you were in their organization. If you don't know this challenge, the object is to assassinate all the targets on the map. You're gonna see all those red targets on your mini map there. All you have to do is just kill all those targets. That's it. Pretty simple. I do recommend the Buzzard, Salvage, Hydra, Hunter, or Kula, something like that. It makes it much easier, especially for the mobile units that are driving around. Targets will either be stationary or moving in an armored vehicle. They will be heavily protected with bodyguards who are equipped with heavy firepower weaponry and armor. Just take out the mobile units by constantly firing missiles and remaining behind the target. Stability is the key, so that the vehicle is completely destroyed before the bodyguards and VIPs exit the vehicle. Since the vehicles are armored, targets often survive multiple missiles. Even when the vehicle is flung into the air and flying all over the place, the target can still escape and flee. Bodyguards will begin to shoot at the player once the VIP flees. Approaching the VIP results in him also shooting the player. Taking down the car before they manage to exit is the best way to go about it. It makes it much easier and avoids them being able to shoot back at you. Just blow it up, shoot a whole bunch of missiles. That's why the Buzzard's great. Hunter, stuff like that. They can shoot missiles really fast. Savage even more. Well, the Savage or the Akula or the Hunter all have no time limit. The Buzzard you shoot 4 at a time, so there's a slight delay with the Buzzard, but it's not that big. But any of those will work really, really well. You may need to land to take out the ground targets though, because they're often surrounded by obstacles or walls where the vehicle is going to actually struggle to pass and kill them. They're going to be protected like that guy in the parking garage. He's protected by that parking garage there. Now you get an extra 25k to complete Headhunter, and it can be done under 5 minutes. So if you add that up, that's $39,000 for Salvage and $25,000 for Headhunter. If you can get Salvage down to 3 minutes, if you can do that in 3 minutes, and you do Headhunter in 5 minutes, that gives you a grand total of $59,000 for 8 minutes of work. If you want to do that for an hour, 1 hour, that's $442,500 in 1 hour of grinding. Not a bad payday if I do say so myself. That's a pretty good payout. So that's the video, guys. That's how you make over $400,000 in an hour. You can wash, rinse, repeat this as many times as you want. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe. Really helps me out a lot. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you ASAP. Till next time, this is Sivel from Sivel Gaming. Thanks for watching, guys.